The ZZ Top Eliminator music videos became some of the most iconic MTV moments of the 1980s. But behind the neon lights, hot rods, and sharp style, the women who starred in them are often deeply misunderstood or misremembered. Far from just pretty faces on a screen, their true stories are far more complex than most fans realize. Welcome to the royal time of Hollywood, the birth of the Eliminator universe. In the early 1980s, the explosive rise of MTV completely revolutionized the music industry. Bands could no longer rely solely on radio play, they needed a visual identity. When ZZ Top released Eliminator in 1983, Billy Gibbons, Dusty Hill, and Frank Beard already possessed an unforgettable look with their long beards and sunglasses. But it was their music videos that turned them into global icons. Collaborating with visionary directors, they crafted a cohesive, neon-lit nighttime universe filled with hot rods, sharp style, and effortless attitude. A central element of this world was a trio of confident, stylish women whom fans collectively began calling the Eliminator Girls. However, a common misconception is that this was a fixed group. In reality, the lineup was highly flexible. Casting was fast-paced, dictated by availability, modeling agencies, and shifting production needs in Los Angeles. While a few models made multiple appearances, others only stayed for a single shoot. Over time, heavy MTV rotation blurred viewers' memories, blending separate casting choices into one mythical, permanent trio. Casting the first girls and behind-the-scenes friction. The early casting process was entirely experimental. Directors looked for models and actresses who could handle long days on set, project confidence, and vibe with a rock band. Two of the most important early anchors were Danielle Arnaud and Gina Keogh. Danielle Arnaud brought an international flair to the set. She possessed a strong academic background and was already an experienced model, dancer, and actress. Gina Keogh, then known as Gina Tomasino, was already a well-established name. Having gained national recognition as a Playboy playmate, she brought extensive film and television experience to the production. While Arnaud and Keogh returned for multiple shoots like Gimme All Your Lovin' and Sharp Dressed Man, the third spot in the trio remained a revolving door. This constantly changing dynamic created unexpected social friction behind the scenes. Arnaud and Keogh already knew the crew, the band, and the rhythm of the shoot. Newer models were thrust into a fast-paced environment where bonds had already formed. While no outright conflicts were documented, accounts suggest a subtle, unspoken competition for screen time and camera placement. In group shots, the returning models naturally commanded the center of the frame, leaving the newcomers to navigate an established hierarchy. Kimberly Herron's discovery and the legs breakthrough. As the third model position continued to rotate, a completely new face entered the picture and changed the direction of the videos forever. Kimberly Herron. Unlike many Hollywood insiders, Kimberly was a relaxed, free-spirited suffer girl from Santa Barbara. Discovered on the beach due to her striking, natural look, she was introduced to a photographer who eventually submitted her photos to Playboy. This led to her becoming the Playmate of the Month in March 1981. This massive national exposure opened doors to the booming music video industry. The 1984 shoot for Legs became the definitive moment of the Eliminator era, and it belonged entirely to Herron. Her casting was completely unexpected. Receiving a last-minute audition call, Kimberly arrived without the heavily polished, glamorous styling of the other models. Walking into a room of highly prepared candidates wearing a simple, casual outfit, her relaxed and direct energy immediately caught the director's eye. She won the role, and during the shoot, her effortless confidence naturally drew the camera's attention. Even though it was an ensemble piece, Herron's presence anchoring the video turned Legs into a global cultural phenomenon. She would later return briefly for 1985's Sleeping Bag, maintaining the crucial connective tissue of the ZZ Top universe as the video era began to wind down. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. Lives after fame and heartbreaking loss. When the neon lights faded, the paths of the Eliminator girls diverged dramatically, taking them far from the rock and roll spotlight. Danielle Arnaud completely stepped away from the glitz of Hollywood. Choosing a life of privacy, she transitioned into health and wellness, working as a dedicated yoga instructor. She also embraced her academic roots, eventually teaching French at the college level. Gina Keogh maintained her momentum in entertainment much longer, securing small roles in film and television throughout the 80s and 90s. Decades later, she experienced a massive resurgence in the public eye as one of the original cast members of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Kimberly Herron parlayed her video fame into memorable big-screen appearances, landing roles in massive Hollywood blockbusters like Romancing the Stone and Ghostbusters. However, as the years rolled on, Kimberly chose to leave the grueling entertainment industry behind. She quietly returned to her beloved Santa Barbara, living out her later years completely detached from the Hollywood spotlight. Tragically, time eventually exacts its toll on even the most vibrant icons. On October 28, 2022, the world lost the unforgettable centerpiece of the Legs video. Kimberly Herron passed away peacefully in her hometown at the age of 65. Her departure was mourned quietly by family and those closest to her, marking a heartbreaking end to a life that once captivated millions on MTV screens worldwide. The Eliminator girls remain an indelible part of pop culture history, flawless on camera, fiercely independent behind it, and forever frozen in the golden age of rock and roll. Thank you for watching Royal Time of Hollywood. What was your favorite ZZ Top video moment? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon for more untold stories from Hollywood's past.